Oh, hello everyone! Did you miss me? Hi everyone, welcome back to Forever Seen. I know it's been quite a while since I've actually done a video, but what can I say, I'm excited to share this journey with you guys because wow, it was so life-changing for me. The spiritual enlightening that I had throughout this trip just changed my priorities in life, and I guess that maybe that's why it's been a while. I've relocated to California, living on the beach, traveled around the world since this trip, living the dream. So I want to share how it all happened with you guys. Where I flew into to begin with was a place called Cusco. So it's probably the lower third of Peru itself. It's one of 5 international airports. So it's a busy place, but it was the closest port of call for my driver to pick me up, and we went out to a place called Urubamba. Urubamba is at the base of the mountains, sacred river flows through it. It is just so energetically strong, and that's where we first got on the horses.
So this is Gusto, my horse. Oh. And apparently we are going through the coldest part of the Andes for us today. I've already got my thermals on, and I've probably got another 5 layers that I can add to that. Oh.
Hi camera.
This is my friend Chloe.
Hi everybody.
We met in LA, didn't we?
That's my face.
About a week ago, well, a couple of weeks ago, and
Yeah,
I asked to join her on the trip, and she was kind enough to let me come along without realising that I'm a little bit crazy.
I like crazy. She keeps it interesting.
I think we do. So, how are you enjoying the trip so far?
It's absolutely incredible. No words can really describe how amazing this scenery is,
Yeah.
and to be on a horse and to be connected to your body and to the horse's body and the movement and the mountain's energy.
Yeah.
It's quite remarkable.
Yeah.
I hope that you guys book this because it's life-changing. It's probably one of the best things I've ever done in my life. I mean, I've done a bloody lot of things, I can tell you that. But it's up there, so it's really magical.
Yeah, well, we're about to start day 2, and if it's as magical as day 1 was, I know that we're going to enjoy another deep sleep with plentiful sacred dreams yet again. So
Yeah.
off into the sacred valley we go. Yay! So we've just arrived at the top of the mountain. We're about 4,400 meters up here. A little bit short of breath because I just ran to get my camera, because this was all clear when we arrived here, and in the space of that, this cloud has just come over. Look how quick that's moving. Amazing. And now it's a complete whiteout. Wow, that's so special. See that in the back? Incredible. If you were like me in this instance, you were absolutely taken away, standing there looking down over the largest mountain range in the world, feeling the breath of Mother Earth pass before me, seeing her with my own eyes consume me. I'm not gonna lie, it was amazing. So you may be asking how much riding experience I actually have to do a casual trek through the Andes mountains. And you might be surprised to know I actually don't have much at all. Everyone has horse experience here but me, so I'm holding the one that runs away, which happens to be here, so that's my duty at the moment. Make myself look like a professional. Hey. Vamos, vamos, vamos. Come on. I'm actually surprised that my butt isn't sore yet, considering before this trek I've had about an hour's experience of when I was about 14 years old on a horse, so yeah, no sore butt. So my horse likes me, we have a good synergy, so yeah. Oh God.
try and film the horse and I fall over myself. Now Chloe has an incredible amount of horse experience, so she'd been planning this trip for a long time, and her knowledge throughout the journey made my journey a lot easier. Thank you, Chloe. Now the terrain of the trip can be a little bit tricky at times. It is very steep. We're kind of working with nature in these extreme elements. We're just walking down the mountain at the moment, and it's quite steep here for the horses, so my horse is trailing behind me. You see in the distance. Come on, Garvey! And we're walking our way down to lunch, which our porters and chef overtook us before, and they've already down there setting it up. I can tell you we were well and truly looked after. Some of the food is carried in, herbs and teas are picked along the way, but yet a lot of it is bought from the small villages that we pass through on the way. Like, how cool is that? It's allowing us to support the locals financially, and it goes direct to them. You're not, you know, getting stumped out as the middleman as such. Now, a fun fact, Chloe actually did a body scan on me while we were in Peru, using her medium and just in touch skills, and told me I was gluten-free. And when I left Peru, I trialed it. If you do this trick, if you're celiac, if you're gluten-free, if you have any dietary restrictions whatsoever, talk to Alfredo and the team and they'll be able to cater to your needs, because they can do that. Yay! These guys are really looking after us, and it's just their energy themselves. Oh, you got such a great smile! They're all mountain men and grew up here in the mountains, so they understand, you know, when Chloe and I are talking about energy and spirits, they're immersed in that. They grew up with this, and you know, they're asking questions and they relate to everything that we are experiencing, so it's amplifying everything as a whole. It's really hard to describe how much of a spiritual trip this was, being that high in the mountains, so remote, but with the people that we were there with, we all are making the most of these quiet moments.
It's a great place to meditate.
This has just been the most magical experience. All three of us just meditating on top of this ridge here, overlooking to the mountains, and it's kind of the first time I've actually meditated with anyone else before, and it was beautiful. Fredo himself, he is such a gentle soul. He gets energy. He's a mountain man. He knows so much information about where we are and the names of the mountains and the gods that are involved with where we are, and just the season cycles, and just being in touch with the people. Anyone who has been going by on their horses and you know, heading into the town centre as such, he stops and gives cuddle and they share cocoa leaves. It's really hard to fathom how much of a different life the Inca people have. Curious minds might be asking what their living situation is actually like. But I can tell you, in this fully immersive trip, you actually get the chance to go and have a look. And so they're all packing down at the moment, and Chloe and I are just going to go have a look at the hut up here, and which is Alfredo's friend. He lives here, but he's not here at the moment. And what a view that he wakes up to. Wow. We come in peace with curious minds.
Like smoke.
Oh, they're like cutting the hay in there.
Wow.
There's the cooking area.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Corn leaves.
Wow. Oh, fill the holes, the breeze.
Oh wow.
Amazing. Food up there.
God, you get smoke inhalation.
You would. Is that bed up there?
No, over here. Which is so strange.
Pot for cooking. Wow.
Oh my god, it's made of sticks.
Wow. It really is.
Packet of chips.
Good on you, mate.
Oh, that's sun.
It's warm, isn't it?
Some sunscreen.
here we are in this valley where there's 250 people that live in the region up here. We just passed a very small school which has 15 students, 1 teacher, and the age range is, you know, from the full spectrum, so it makes it quite difficult for the teachers, but there's only 15 families in this direct little village here. The remaining families that make up the 250 are within the mountains behind us. You go over and around, so it's not a condensed area, so it's amazing. You know, I grew up in such a small town in New Zealand, and to come to a place like this, it makes me realise that in comparison I was in a big town really. This is beautiful. What's your friend, amigo?
Tio! Vamos, tio, Mateo!
I guess now we want to know what camp life is actually like.
Despite the cold that does seem to surround, the beauty just overtakes anything that would be an inconvenience, but in truth there is no inconvenience. You're sleeping on thick mattresses, there's alpine quality sleeping bag, you're waking up to a different view every day and just embracing the nature around you. I mean, what more can we ask for?
After going from 4,400 meters down the valley to the river, seeing wild horses, seeing wild sheep, and following the river, also climbing back up, we're probably at like 3,000 something now. But check out this view. We're literally overlooking a glacier, and I can't quite show you the glacier at the moment because it's covered in rain cloud. Look at this. Really feels like Lord of the Rings, to tell you the truth. The light's starting to drop pretty quickly, so I'm going to go see if the guys want some help at all. They seem to be all over it, but we'll see what we can help with. We all know I like standing on the edge of the world. Look at that. Amazing. Really is quite a cliff. Yep, Chloe's looking for more mushrooms. We'll go find some with her. If you ever want to try some mushrooms,
Peruvian.
come to the Peruvian Andes Mountains, and we have an expert mushroom picker here. Look at these, can you turn it around? I want to see the inside of that, because that looked beautiful. Wow, look at the texture and the lines in that. It's pretty sick. Oh, I think I found one. Is it? Apparently the golden tops are the ones to get. I think I did well. My first mushroom picks ever. Right on base camp. Oh, tired now. And I look sick. Oh, at least we're in a good place for it. Yeah, now you look gangster-ass. There is literally frozen ice on our tent. That's incredible. Right, so we're about to head off on to day 3. Yeah, it's your favourite part of the trek today, isn't it?
Yes, definitely, yeah.
Yay!
Day 3, it's one of the most beautiful, so.
Hey, beautiful horses.
But one can totally understand why the Inca people decided to call this land home.
This mountain here is also called the Protector. It's funny, like I feel protection here. I feel safe, I feel connected, I feel one with nature and the universe. It's just so beautiful, and we were watching the stars last night and we had this most incredible shooting star experience. The lightning was happening below us and we were actually on top of the lightning, and that in conjunction with the shooting stars was just so beautiful. And it was just ironic because the way that the stars were shooting and the lightning was going was in conjunction with how we were talking, and at those peak significant moments when, you know, reassurance of the universe would be nice to receive, it came along.
And it is just the most magical thing to experience, and I feel so incredibly blessed to be here right now. So as you're going through the mountains on horseback, what's really cool is that Alfie's curated the trip, so you get to go through Inca temples, sun and moon temples, but not only that, pre-Inca temples as well, which is mind-blowing.
Pa means old, ancient. They picked this spot because it was already like a church.
Look at the precision within the cut of this. So this is where the Incas would come and meditate within this window here as such. And this rock form is all natural, and it aligns with the moon that comes through here on the eclipses. Pretty cool, right? I thought so too. So not only did we get to start off our trek experiencing that incredible moon temple, as we rose to the top, we kept coming across all these amazing temples, and Alfie, just being so informative as he is, was able to give multiple descriptions as we went along.
Those were cemeteries. They buried people of body, you know, in the fetal position, like this.
What a view. Where they've built this is literally a point of 3 different canyons, and we're at about 3,500 meters high. The air is so fresh, and the calmness, it's just pre-Inca where we are up here. And Chloe, she's tapping into the spirits here. The way she's explaining it at the moment feels spirits of those who are injured. There's even a lady that she's saying felt trapped, who she's screaming to Chloe at the moment, trying to get out as such. So we're going to do a cocoa leaf ceremony as a sacrifice as such, to be able to allow her to feel, I guess, a freedom as such, a true essence.
Supaiki Machu Picchu.
Ask for guidance, and here it is. What a place to be experiencing myself and my own growth. Wow. Now, before we work our way down the mountain to a burial cave that Alfie actually found himself, let's have a look at the highest view we managed to get ourselves to. So, we've just got to the top of this incredible summit, and like, I think we're 4,600 meters high, and you can tell from my breathing, I'm struggling to breathe. The view is so worth it. Wow. So, the Sacred Valley is directly below us here. We're on top of the mountain. Wow. There's a bumblebee all the way up here. It's got a red bum. Incredible, right? Come join me.
So incredible! It's amazing! The greatest experience ever!
It's so high. How's your breath?
Good, I'm back to normal.
You're back to
now.
normal. I'm starting to catch mine again as well.
That was difficult.
Yeah, it was. But worth it. So worth it. So the stillness within the air up here is incredible. There's no wind. Like, we're 4,600 meters high at the moment. The ground is very coarse, there is things growing, there isn't as much wildlife as I thought there would be. I thought there would be a lot more. You see a lot of butterflies, which I love, and a few birds, and of course the roaming animals, be it cows, be it sheep, be it horses, but apart from that there isn't much at all, and it just adds to the quietness, the stillness within the scenery. It allows you to feel quiet within self in an area like this.
and I feel very blessed to have experienced something so special from Utah, where I truly felt a reconnection within myself after such a difficult year. And yeah, my relationship with David was amazing and we did a lot of great things, but it was also bloody tough. It's kind of, this trip has allowed me to endeavour to learn to stand on my own 2 feet again. You know, I was talking a lot about in Utah being grounded again and learning to be grounded in general. I had no idea what that was in the beginning, and especially someone who has felt energy my whole life but never understood what it was. I always thought it was anxiety. So to go to somewhere so spiritually special in the sacred valley overlooking views like this, like I am on this incredible journey, and all the signs that I'm seeing from the universe itself, be it shooting stars at significant moments or butterflies flying over, I know that I am where I am meant to be, and I feel so blessed for that. This inner connection which I am just learning to embrace, and you know, I've been asking for spirit guides, you know, manifesting them, and to have met Chloe and to have met a couple other people who are so in tune and in touch with the spirit world and guiding me firsthand. Oh man, what an experience. This is the bridge that we just came across, and I stood out there last talking to you, and the sheer drop that I was on. Now we're just walking down the valley. Look how incredible that is. You could base jump off that. I don't mind getting into that. It's so still, and we've also just walked from all the way out there. Honestly, if you ever get a chance to be that high up, just do it. The experience is so surreal. Yeah, that's all I can say. You know, you never really know when your time is up, and I had a real reminder of that at the start of this trip, the day I was departing actually. But we shall get to that after we discover this cave that Alfie found. Let's have a look.
Oh wow. How does it feel in there?
Oh my god, there's so many bones. Come in, guys. You're right, because I remember in Cambodia I went into a tomb and I couldn't stay in there. I couldn't even go near it, to be honest.
Yeah.
There was this heavy energy.
This direction.
It wants, because this person wants to be found. So it's saying like, come in, come in, come and find me. Pretty trippy, right? Like, I've been to so many mass graves around the world and they've all engulfed me with this heavy energy, but this grave here had a peacefulness about it, which was really beautiful. And for me, experiencing what I was going through personally at that time, it was a really helpful processing period. We're actually in the Sun Temple at the moment. We arrived and the sun was just on it. We watched it set off it and laid the flowers for Thomas, who is Alfie's father-in-law who passed away today. But also for my nan, passed away right before this trip. Came to Peru. And I feel her here with me. I really do. But I also thank Chloe for her offering a feather, no prayer, connection, and for my nan coming through for her praise. And just for this view. What a place to really allow her to set free. This is for my family, my whānau, kia kaha, kia kaha, be strong. you, Chloe. Thank you, spirits. Thank you, souls. So, we've just arrived at camp for the night. Just had the most magical experience to be on this experience here, right here and now, and to know how connected I am as such. And I feel blessed, you know, I really do. And if anyone's ever struggling, all I can ever say is just to take time for self, to get out, get away from the city and just breathe in nature. Chloe just said some incredible things to me, messages for me and my family, and I'm going to sit here and make note of them because there are a lot of detail that I know my family are going to appreciate hearing and receiving. Grieving's never easy, but the reality is, with life there's death. It's duality, you know, you can't have one without the other. And as you may continue to learn and evolve, you get to this understanding that energy can't be dissipated, and that energy, vibration, which is all that we are, continues its momentum. And our challenge here is more about how do we feel within the lull. There's always a high and a low. That is what vibration is, you know. But how we look at that low rather than it weighing us down, it's more about what's the lesson within it and how can we move forward. And that has helped me with processing my emotion and sort of understanding that life is a process of feeling, you know. And as I say, that high and that low, it's always going to happen, you know. This was a low and then we went to a high. Happy New Year. Oh, Happy New Year celebrations.
Yes. The chef. Feliz año. Wow.
Hey.
Don't worry. Ah, gracias.
Oh, sí.
Gracias.
Medio todos. Salud, amor y dinero.
Hey.
A por Pachamama.
Happy New Year, Garvey. Where do I tuck it? Tuck it in here. Yay! Yay! Oh, you look pretty! Oh, you like that, Garvey? Oh, pretty! Yeah!
You ready? Watch this rejection.
Oh, she secretly loves you. He, should I say. So we've just woken up to New Year's Day and this incredible sunrise. It's so bloody beautiful. This is really, what can I say, living life and making the most of it, which is, especially after showing you guys yesterday, it really goes to show you just have to make the most of life, and it is about who you spend it with, the energy you're around, and the scenery and Mother Nature. So, what a morning. What a trip. Oh, what a year.
Muchas gracias.
De nada.
Hey! Adios! Adios! Ciao! Such an amazing guard dog. Yeah. Adios. Say hi in the next life.
That they can relax now.
Yeah. Just wild horses in amongst scenery like this. Adios. See you there. Adios. See you, Max. So we've just come off the mountain and jumped straight into a car to come into the township itself. So we have just arrived off the mountain down into the village, and what a beautiful village it is. Sad to say I haven't actually videoed much of it because we went straight for some food, and we were actually about to go catch a train, but on to the next leg of the journey, and heading off to the direction of Machu Picchu. So we're heading up there tomorrow, but just a quick outro of the mountain, and wow, what an experience you can see from all that footage, that it really is just a time to reconnect with Pachamama and listen to oneself and the messages that we feel coming from the universe as such. So it was really enjoyable up there, and just to be connected with the team that we had, the people involved, and Mother Nature. I'm really excited to hook a left and see where the journey next takes us. On the way to the train station. Actually, tuk-tuk experience. Bouncy bells. Such a